So Sami, please take the mic and show us your magic. Thank you.
Thank you, Basim. I hope that my screen is visible and you're able to see the screen.
It is indeed.
Perfect. Perfect. First of all, thank you so very much, Mr. Ibrahim and T from you to help us arrange this wonderful event, summit, which was indeed a long-awaited event to be carried away. And taking this opportunity on behalf of Whale Cloud, I really want to thank all the panelists and the participants who are listening to us. I hope that we make this event success and something positive to take away after the 3 days summit is finished. So without wasting any time, I would like to introduce Whale Cloud. As
Yes.
Basim already briefly introduced, Whale Cloud as one of the proud partner, together with Mount Cloud and Alibaba Cloud. So we are basically a very unique identifier in this industry, ICT industry, in information and communication telecom industry. Because we have the experience of a network equipment provider to a place where we are basically a proud partner and a group member of an IT company with our own expertise and experience in the telecommunication domain. And who better than you will understand that we are one of the vendor solution providers for BSS and the OSS domain. But that was not enough. As Basim already said, that digital transformation is everything, and you have to transform in the field of IT and in the field of telecom and any other industry. So this was the time that we thought that we need to expand our partnership towards an IT space as well. And this is why, as you can see, apart from the telecom operators, we are also dealing in the vertical industry where we are partnering for cloud as a system integrator for Alibaba for our cloud deployments. And on top of that infrastructure, then we are expanding our portfolio in terms of e-commerce and fintech together with partnership of other group members within Alibaba. So this is in a nutshell who we are. A brief introduction, like what is our synergy, how we are taking expertise, and how we are collaborating with each other, so that for our audiences it is easy to understand why we are having this event and how and why we are like three different domains coming together to present talking about the digital transformation.
Mm-hmm.
So it means that we are on the consultation and the system integrator side with our own expertise of telecommunication domain, communication domain, whereas we are taking the expertise of data, AI, BI, and fintech experience and expertise from our partner, which is Alibaba. So now I will be talking in specific for digital transformation. What are the challenges against what were the expectation? Like what were the challenges and what were the expectation? Because my topic actually talks about a digital transformation delivery framework. So due to the pandemic, one thing that was quite sure that we were not able to have our local or physical presence. So, but the projects were still ongoing. How we successfully made it possible to successfully deploy or implement the projects during the pandemic state. And this basically emerged the idea of digital transformation delivery framework. So we call it DTDF. There are certain key factors to come up with this framework. So I was just talking about, like, the challenges which against the expectation, for digital transformation sometime back in, like, starting from 2017 onwards. The main concern was how to lower down the capex and the TCO, and how to, because we had physical presence like servers, and we had to have a very huge server rooms to be taken care, which took all the important costing effect being taken over. So that was another challenge. At the same time, the diversified market requirements, including the 5G, SDN, cloud, XMVN, XVNOs, all disruptive market. These were also the demands. And then uh, you know um, open platform, so that to have an open effect where the anyone as a partner can join the platform and can make use of the platform. So this was basically the key challenges, which actually ended up as the key drivers to drive the transformation. So the basically expectation and the vision was to have a faster time to market, and then to have a very organized kind of business processes, along with the lowering down the capex and the opex and the overall cost for the platform. So basically, this was the key where we started thinking for the digital transformation. Now, actually, digital transformation, when we talk about digital transformation, people start thinking of that it's all about technology. But actually, it's not only the technology that speaks up loud in the digital transformation process. Uh, there are three important pillars as per our understanding. One is, yes, the technology. Second is the processes. And the third one, and the most important one, are the people, because people are the one who are driving the processes and who are making use of the technology. So until and unless, if you have the technology, if you have, but you don't have the processes, you are not clear that how you will transform, then, and even if you have the skills as far as the people are concerned, so even still, the transformation might not end up well. Similarly, if you have the technology, you also have the processes on board, but you don't have the skillful people or the mindset behind to transform, then even again, you will not be able to have a successful transformation. And so forth and so on. If you have the skillful people, if you have the talent, if you have the skill set, you have the processes, but the technology is not there to support you, again, you are nowhere within the process of transformation. So in order to avoid this kind of confusion, where people only thinking about technology but not the processes, only thinking about the processes but not the skill set and all, we derived, within this digital framework, we derived two pillars as per our understanding. So one is the concept, and the second one is the practical implementation of the concept. As you can see here, this concept is DTMM. We call it Digital Transformation Maturity Map, which actually guides different industry that at what level of transformation they are. Because normally we know we like to follow the trend, however, we don't know the concept. So, for example, we are always afraid of being transformed. However, we are actually transforming day by day. Think about, generation from my side, who were like, typically grown up on the radios, and now we are dealing with the laptops. And so actually we have transformed in our lives, but, it is always important to know where to start the transformation. So basically, our concept of digital transformation maturity map helps you identify the position at which you are in this whole journey of transformation. And then digital DBEP, Digital Business Enabler Platform, is basically the solution and the practices that we offer to our clients and customers in order to successfully start the process of transformation until we fully transform them. And mind you, digital transformation is a process which needs to be taken step by step. It cannot be done with a blink of an eye. So this is basically the ideology, the way forward, based on our successful implementation around the globe. I will just initially, I will just talk about the framework itself, the concept itself, and then we will jump into how we are realizing this concept into the reality. So as I've told you, digital telco maturity map is basically some things say that what is it, for the CSPs? It is basically an opportunity to help them or guide them identify their place in the transformation journey. Not only is this is the consultancy side, and then give them the roadmap until fully transformed in this journey over the period of 2 years to 5 years to 7 years to 10 years down the line, depending upon the situation. And we are basically, as a vendor solution provider, we have taken this opportunity to come up with the implementation of a digital enabler platform, which we can provide to the clients as a kickstart point against the requirement that we are getting from our clients. So what is this DTMM? Actually, it's not only an ideology or a thought coming from our side, but actually it is a combination of the industry players. Like, it includes the solution vendor providers, then the industry standard bodies like the TMF, like the Deloitte, or GSMA, 3GPP, and all, and then all the CSPs, no matter which tier they belong to, but they play a very key and important role throughout this idealization and, to make this journey successful. So just for example, what is the thinking of one of the standard organization, TM Forum, when it comes to the telco transformation? When it comes to the transformation itself, they have already started this program way back, and we are one of the proud pioneer members in the transformation program. So they say that, we have to engage customers, and that too intelligently, so that to enhance the customer experience. Then we have to explore new revenue streams. For example, it is getting very difficult for a pure IT player to generate more and more revenue. Similarly, it is equally difficult for a telecom operator to generate the revenue only from the services that they are providing. So like it's need to be merged and a mix and match kind of a situation. But for that kind of a merger, which is NICT, network, IT, and the CT merger, the operation needs to be monetized, and then and they need to be optimized in order to get it monetized. So we need to have a clear business processes, operational flows, so that to have maximum TCO, and then to make use of the digital technologies in the right and appropriate way. This is what TMF was thinking. So the approach towards standardization, what was the digital vision, is that you need to have a toolkit, which we call a DT, digital toolkit. And then we need to have a maturity map, which actually is a combination. It's a program on top of what digital, TMF has proposed, so that to identify important pillars within this transformation journey. So when it comes to the toolkits, we have like matrices, digital matrices against the standard operating processes. And then we should have, at a digitalization layer, we should have a maturity map. What kind of maturity map it should be? Actually, the processes are going to be the processes running within the organization, existing processes. If there are documented processes, or if they are not documented processes, they need to be documented by the end of the day. And then maybe there are hundreds of thousands of processes, but they can be, optimized to, let's say, a few hundreds, or maybe less than 100 operational flows. So that needs to be optimized. So what our framework do is that it assesses the as-is architecture, perform all the analysis, come up with an architectural and a flow and optimization against the functionality optimization. If there is a process which is functioning like, it is taking like 5 steps to complete, maybe we can optimize it to 3 steps, so that to have a to-be blueprint. So What does the toolkits help us? The toolkits help us to boost this maturity digital framework process. Like they can analyze the business processes, and then we can do the business process optimization. At the same time, we can have specific goals and KPIs to set for the monitoring and measurement to identify the position of a certain organization throughout this telecom matrix. Okay, now this is basically our program, uh, which actually talks the DTM, Digital Transformation Maturity Map. So it has several versions, and the latest version have 4 main sectors with 400 plus checkpoints among 5 different levels. So we have like, and then if you talk about the phases, we have 4 phases starting from the beginner to developing to developed and the leaders. So we are trying to map the concept of standard organization. So we can identify a certain organization based on the checkpoints against the levels that are they at the beginner level or they are at the developing level. They have already been matured enough to say that they are developed, or otherwise they are the pioneers or they are the leaders in the digital transformation. And how it has been done, those 4 pillars or the main sectors are customer satisfaction, operational excellence, vertical innovation, which is very important, and then the technology fusion. So it means that people, processes against the ideology and innovation and the technology. So again, it's the 3 main pillar process, which I already explained: people, processes, and technology. I will not spend much of a time because we are not in that kind of a situation. However, you can see level 1 is the main sector, which is customer satisfaction. What it says that you should have a digital channel, you should have a digital experience, and then you should have intelligent service under the customer satisfaction. This is level 1, and it goes down to level 5, where in level 5 we have as more as 25 different checkpoints. Now, these are the checkpoints. For example, in level 2, the checkpoint is within the digital channel, it should be consumer-based channel and the business-based channel. So you should have a consumer channel, and then you should have to B channel as well. And then you should have different revenue streams. And then within each of this, it can go down the line, drill down in a tree hierarchy to check. And whatever is the level, based on that, we give the score to an organization and tell them at which phase of maturity throughout this transformation journey they are. And this goes for all the other main sectors like the operational excellence, like the technology fusion, and the vertical innovation. So this is something, a consultancy program. We provide the consultation, we analyze the processes, and then we come up with a scoring to tell them that this is their position. And then after that, if they want to continue this consultancy program, we define the roadmap for them that from this position onwards to be fully transformed, how long it will take them as far as the number of years are concerned, and what should be the logical and processes or steps to be taken in terms of phases. Okay, now coming one by one, just to give some challenges against the answers. For example, what were the main challenges in the customer satisfaction? It is just to let you know that how we have these checkpoints. What were the key drivers to these checkpoints? So these were the challenges. We had limited channels, inconsistent experience when we log into the laptop, as we log into the other mobile devices, the experience is totally different. When we go to the CSR, the experience is different, something like that. Then the customer services, it was very unintelligent, and then inadequate, customer attention effect. So keeping all these factors in mind, the answers should be that the platform or the technology should be able to answer all the questions. So the platform should be capable where you de-traditionalize the channels. You put them into a very separate layer from the core business services. Then in order to enhance the experience, you bring in the customer journey and the omni-channel effect, where you to have a seamless experience across all the digital devices that they are or non-digital devices. Bring more intelligence as far as the customer services are concerned, be more proactive, or otherwise, we have like other when you know your customer better. And finally, to have value driven operations. Okay. So these are the levels, as I have explained. For customer satisfaction, we have multiple levels, and every level then has multiple checkpoints, and further going more detail until a point that we say that this is a good level. So if someone is at level 4 or level 5, it means that they are the leader uh, for customer satisfaction only within the transformation journey. So this is how we do individual scoring for the main sectors. Similarly, the challenges for the operational excellence were something like scattered resource data, uh, low return of investment, long time to market, with longer, time for new innovations to come across. There was no end-to-end orchestration, and then we also used to have a negative, cost effect where we had high OPEX, and there were multiple systems to be involved. Maybe some of them they were doing the same jobs, like taking the customer information from one and the other system as well. So these kind of things which were affecting the performance overall. And then this framework actually basically help us to give the answers how we can improve our business processes as far as the operational, functional and functionality is concerned. Then the agile, how to make them agile, and how to have a seamless network operation and maintenance. So this is how we come across the key highlight out of the checkpoints. And again, the levels against the maturity or the phases, idea remains the same. So, for example, like in order to have in level 2, if you can see, we have the business operations, we have sales inventory and engage. What kind of sales inventory it should be? It should be unified. Then further down the line, it goes until more and more checkpoints. So this is how we have come across this model. The third main sector is vertical innovation. When we say vertical innovation, it means to find the ways to jump into the other industries to have more and more revenue from cross industry. So whether the platform is capable enough to onboard different types of partners, not only the telecom based partners, but beyond that, like IT partners or OTT partners or virtual partners, settlement partners, any kind of partners, you name it, and we should be capable, the platform should be capable to onboard those and take care of the partners and their subscriber base at the same time. So in order to understand, so we basically came across this as one of the most important leg within the transformation journey. So it means that we had to have other out of the box thinking at the government level, at the enterprise level, at the innovation level, and then the fintech and across boundary and cross services. These are the answers against the challenges. Whether the platform is capable to onboard these kind of players together to work as a bundle. Similarly, the challenges that come from the technology fusion is uh, there were lack of elasticity, there was lack of agility, there was lack of data intelligence, and then there was lack of security assurance. So in order to fulfill these kind of challenges, now you will understand our partnership and the synergy together with all the participants and the panelists in this, that now we have like partners all the way around the globe. We have telecommunication based partners, we have IT partners like Alibaba themselves, we have system integrator partners like Mount Cloud themselves, which are working for the digital transformation, ourselves as the system vendor solution providers, so that to cover these kind of challenges and jump into the cloud with unified business mid-end and a data mid-end. I will explain this part in the further coming slides, that what does this business mid-end and data mid-end exactly means. And then we have to make this secure, because when we are entering into the cloud domain, security becomes the most important part or more active player to address. So again, the ideology is the same. Within this technology fusion, we have multiple checkpoints at multiple levels, further divided into more and more checkpoints until level 5. And then we come across that whether an organization is at what level of technology, open for the new technology. Okay, so basically, digital transformation services uh, talk about, as I've told you, people. Now, there are two types of people. One is people who are working on the development of an app. So it means solution vendor providers. So even we have to change our mindset, because to have, in order to have, how to say, in order to have um, of seamless, innovations, we have to uh, come across a framework where we are open for continuous integration and continuous development. So this is the first key. Before convincing the second part of the type of the people, which is on the receiving end, to make use of those technology or things, it is first we have to convince ourselves. So this is what we have done, and we have come with a business DevOps kind of a continuous CI/CD kind of a scenario. And some of our clients already being using, and we are using this CI/CD and the concept of cloudification in some of our clients. And then once we are capable of doing ourselves, we are easy to come up with a new technology, and we are also promoting, other convincing other people as well. Okay, the second thing is digital transformation. Now, these are some of the services or some of the scenarios where we can make use of our framework and architecture. The previous one was for business innovations. Then the second thing is for business process optimization. Business process optimization is just to analyze the as is system, the business as usual processes, and if they are drafted, we can optimize them from thousands to hundreds, hundreds to less than 100, some similar concept. And then not even that, but also within one process, try to minimize the number of steps so that to shorten the time to market or time to provision or all this kind of thing. So this is basically a concept of business process optimization, and this DTDF, digital transformation framework, with the help of DTMM, digital transformation maturity map, help us come across this challenge. And again, some of our proud clients where we have implemented and we have helped them to optimize their business processes. Then the third one scenario is to lower the cost and open the ecosystem, means lower the OPEX and CAPEX. So it is basically with the help of this digital operational platform, we can help to lower down the cost, because if you are the owner of the platform, you have many possibilities and opportunities to enhance the revenue stream, and you can easily monetize your use your platform to monetize the revenue. If the business processes are clear, if your platform is standardized and it can easily be connected or have the capability to onboard even the in-house protocols, not the standardized, and help them to be connected to the platform, you are good to go to enhance the partnership. Okay.
We
Finally
still have some
is,
kind of 10 minutes, Sami. We still
sorry.
have like some kind of 10 minutes for you, but you can
Yeah.
extend it to 15. It's totally fine. Okay, please carry on.
Okay, I will be trying to cover it within the 10 minutes, because the next one is the implementation. The ideology is more important because it's more of a story. So I want people to
Brilliant.
remember something when they go after
You
the
know what you
session.
do? Yeah, because I'm trying to like get some kind of question from audience. Maybe they have audience. If you have any questions, you can just raise it or type it down while he's presenting, so we can save time. Please carry on, Sami. Sorry for interrupting.
Thanks. Thanks. Okay. Another scenario that helps, that can be covered with by making use of this digital framework is to manage operation in much better way. So we have managed services contract that can be done for the entire ecosystem, where we have our products and services, or we don't have, we can also take the responsibility to handle other products and the services in order to give all the different level 1, level 2, level 3 kind of support, from where we have like active desk to help the customers and the clients if any problem is raised, until to the point where they can easily be connected to the regional head office and routing back to the headquarter, which is back in China. So it helps in order to have a very clear, operational map, where we have a very clear team management. The processes are very clear. If there is something that has been raised, we have a technology which can even tell that, in which department, if the complaint is being raised, so the complaint reside at which department, so where is the dependency, if it is taking more time. So these kind of things, in order to help our managed services much more appropriate in a better way, so that to enhance the customer experience.
Sami, if I may ask, of course, we have Mr. Ali Hunaina here from
Yeah.
YKB. We have is, from my perspective, is a very important person. He may have asked some questions. Hello, Mr. Ali. If you'd like to ask, please feel free. Just let me know. And welcome
Yes,
to this summit.
yes. Thank you, Mr. Sami. Thank you, Mr. Bassem. Thank you all. Just, I'm interested in such framework and maturity model. Just, I'm asking if there is somehow to get more details about this model and how it could be applicable among each industry here in Yemen. I mean that we try to get some type of assessment for the digital maturity here, even in Yemen or in the banking and finance service industry. We couldn't do it because there is no reference or some type of maturity model to use. So it will be helpful to use such maturity model just to understand where we are, and accordingly we could build our overall strategy among the sectors and also in all entity or corporate or bank, etc.
Thank you, Ali. Sami, that was the IT director at YKB Bank. So you may need to answer now, or just keep this question for answering later on after you finish this. Please carry
No,
on.
I prefer to answer it right away, because otherwise I may be like, I've taken the question and it's clear.
Excellent.
So
Excellent.
thank you, Mr. Ali, for showing your interest. For sure, we can dig into the details of this framework once the summit is over. I can, like, we can be connected after the summit is done, and then definitely we are trying to make this maturity map more and more mature. Not only confining it to the telecom industry in specific, because there are some of the business processes which are not telecom specific. They are like, much more in common. For example, how the customer satisfaction needs to be brought in, how you can enhance the operational efficiency. So all we need to do is that we need to have the checkpoints in mind, and then we have to see how the business as usual is working. If there is any business as usual, this is the first question. If yes, is it documented? If yes, then we can go how it is documented. Maybe it needs some optimization. This is a normal process of approaching towards the analysis stage. And then once analysis is being done, scoring is being done, it will help you understand. Let's say you score 4 out of 10. So it will then, against the 4 out of 10, we have a roadmap. We can help you make the roadmap that in order to achieve, like, let's say 8 out of 10 in, let's say, next 4 to 5 years, depending upon all these inputs or parameters are, we are open. For example, someone will say that, okay, I want to achieve at a score of 8 next 5 years. So we will try to make the roadmap accordingly. If someone is fierce enough, they know the importance and they want to be done in, let's say, 2 years. So then we have a very different kind of a roadmap against the plan. So yes, it can be done, and a separate session can be kept. And but do I make myself clear as far as the analysis and the coming to a conclusion is concerned?
Yes, yes, thanks.
That was a
Thanks.
brilliant
Yes,
question.
yes.
Yeah, that was a brilliant question. Thank you, Ali, for your contribution. I don't know if Mr. Wael Hadrami from Jawali Wallet, if he has something to add or something to ask, that'd be great to have his thoughts within this, as long we are discussing already. So, so Walid, do you have something to contribute with? How to make it to talk? I don't know how. Mr. Walid, تسمعنا؟ Can you give him the mic or something? I don't know. I'm not sure that am following the right procedure here.
I think
I'd
the
like to.
audiences might type the
Okay.
questions, I guess.
Yeah, husband one. I don't know. I guess this is account from the panels. Yes. Hold a second, Mr. Walid. I met Mr. Walid at Seamless, Saudi Arabia. It was very interesting about many things. I'm not sure that if he has visited your booth already there. Okay.
I need to check.
Yeah. I will give you the mic, Mr. Walid, if you'd like to add something. That'd be a great opportunity.
Hello.
Yes.
Hello, Walid.
Assalamu alaikum.
أهلا وسهلا. وعليكم
وعليكم
السلام ورحمة
السلام
الله
ورحمة الله.
وبركاته.
It's my pleasure to join you in this summit. Actually, I have visited the booth of World Cloud. It was so interesting. For me, I'm excited to proceed in the clarification of digital transformation, and I believe in here in Yemen, we still far away and need a lot of effort and also a lot of experience to go further. So we believe that whole cloud and under the supervision of Alibaba, it will be a great opportunity to go further and fostering the transformation of digital transformation here in Yemen. And we can save a lot of time and effort and did a lot of big jumps in this area. We're here actually to learn from you guys. So if I have questions, I will write it down after Mr. Sami is finished. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Jazakallah, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, please, Sami, carry on. Just finish your.
Sure. So
Yeah.
as the summary of what I have explained in the first part, which is the digital maturity, teleco map, DTMM, digital telco maturity map. The end is how to enable a successful delivery once you have done. So we need to have DTMM assessments, as I've told. This is one key important input in order to successfully deliver a project in a place where you don't have a physical presence remotely. So as far as the strategic alignment is concerned, it needs to have a delivery strategy, very clear delivery strategy with a project scope that what exactly you are delivering and how you're making sure the performance and objective. So all this needs to be, drilled down to a plan, a clear plan where we have a governance, an organization only taking care and governing the project. Then a management and a change control clear process where how you are capable at what time, what kind of change can be taken into the into the same version, where it will act as a, change request. This kind of clarity needs to be there. We should be very clear about the human resources that you are utilizing within the project and the partners, and then the risk performances and the report communications. All this is basically to execute and to value the delivery. How? It's more of a customer centricity. In order to attain the customer centricity, all this process needs to be agile, in continuous integration and continuous development kind of a thing. Should be digital, should be data driven, because as per the vision of Alibaba for 2030, it is one ID, one data. That's it. So in order to respect that, we need to have that data driven technologies, and in order to have more and more value. How we can do it? These are the supporting or the boosting modules. Like we can have the business analysis and design, we can have the application customization and testing, training, installations, migrations, and operations. So where and what you have designed, or you have plan in this phase, in the roadmap making, you can actually make it possible. And then the business value is to reduce the COPEX, APEX, CAPEX and OPEX with the more and more user growth, and in order to enhance the brand value, in order to enhance the loyalty, and make your application system agile. Again, some of the references that we are dealing with as far as our clientage is concerned. Important thing that this delivery framework basically has 3 phases of practice, as you can see. Discovery and innovation, which is this part, then the streaming and measurement, and finally streaming is the second part, and measurement is the final part. We can make use of the SAFe and the DevOps technology, two of the technology that are famously and more popular to be used in the digital transformation journey. We can make use of automated continuous delivery, continuous integration, and continuous delivery. And then we have some supporting tools within, in order to make sure for managed services, for overall management of the application in the ecosystem, like your software, and then for management platform in order to make a project a success. Okay, so this is basically covers the first part. Very quickly, I will sum up. What are the answer? Once you have the roadmap, how to implement that roadmap with the help of this kind of a technology. So it needs some practical platform. It needs some practical implementation, and this is where we are coming from. So the idea for Whale Cloud is to help CSP become a DSP. So transform them from a normal CSP and help them to become a DSP initially. And then not only sticking to this kind of a industry, go beyond, onboard more and more like payment partners or IT-based partners, you name it. And how it is being done? In order to have a decoupling of the front-end layer to the core back-end layer with rich mid-end and light front-end, then you need to have a dual engine driven, because it's all about data, and we are coming for one data, one ID, and one service to be provided. So these are the strategy that we are looking up to. We already have attained the first 2 steps of the ladder, where we have decoupled the front end. We made it a very light end front end, and we have kept a very rich mid-end layer. And in that, our synergy is that we are coming up with more and more, because we are the front faces of Alibaba Cloud. So we are making it possible to cover all the business processes, to optimize the business processes. We know and we have the clarity how we need to make and how we need to optimize business processes, so that to effectively make use of those processes. However, you will all agree to me that the data in the IT side is much more dirty and unstructured as compared to a telecom side. So this is why we are taking the experience and expertise from our partner Alibaba. because they are the IT side and they are dealing very well in the data mid-end and the AI mid-end. So we are combining the effect and expertise of them, and then we are making use of integration layer, and we have made a front end very light so that we can cover all the services from all the different sectors or industries, making use of this platform, because this platform is a merger of IT and the CT with the infrastructure as cloud. When we talk about a dual engine, it means the same. We have a business data flow and then analytical data flow. And application goes round and round. It's a closed loop where we have the business, it goes into the data mid-end, manipulates where the data is monetized, manipulated, and then we extract and monetize the right data, and then we send the campaigns to the right person at right time to right channel, so that the intake of the campaign, no matter what campaign it is, whether it's your banking related campaign, whether it's your IT related campaign, whether it's your wallet related campaigns, or whether it's your traditional telecom related campaign, any kind of campaign can be sent if we are. So this is the concept of dual engine, where you have one engine dealing with the business processes, the other engine dealing with the data, manipulation of the data, monetization of the data, and then extracting the right data so that these business processes should be applied using that data, and we are sending the right person, right campaign to the right person. Why we are talking too much about the data? On a lighter mode, according to Alibaba, data knows more you than your wife knows you. Because daily basis, we are working with the data. Some of the data might be hidden from the wife, but the data itself knows what you are dealing and how you are dealing with. So this is the concept. And this is the concept of Alibaba as a vision of 2030, that they should have one data, they should have one ID to support all the services. One service means that you name it with the help of this API open platform. There should not be like different platforms to serve you. It should be one unified platform serving different requirements from different cross industries. And as a conclusion of this part, which is the implementation, so this is our enablement, DBAP platform. It starts with the infrastructure layer. Then we have taken the expertise of Alibaba in the PaaS layer, and we are making use of this PaaS to onboard the application layer. This is basically the application layer, which is mid-end, where we have traditional BSS and the OSS portfolio, the BSS portfolio, the OSS portfolio, coming from our expertise. These are the business processes, the business mid-end. And then we have a data and an AI mid-end in collaboration with Alibaba, so that to go and address different clients coming in the front end. These clients can be from banking sector, from government sector, from enterprise sector, from telecom sectors, from food chains, anyway, like commerce sector, new retail sector, anyway. So we have like third-party channels and everything to be taken care of. And one of the tools to support this platform is the cloud management platform, as I've also explained, that these kind of tools help you in a successful delivery within the transformation framework. In a nutshell, what are the actionable roadmap to be taken? We have the best IT practices to be taken care. So our platform is already in that shape where we have a digital platform. Then we can serve digital application from different sectors. Then operation standardization of the process that comes like, when we, as we have discussed a lot on this, I've shared that we can help you monetize your business processes. And then it's the multi-digitalization matrices. We can have the KPI and the goals to be set that, by monetizing the business processes from thousands to hundreds, what is the effect as far as the performance is concerned, whether it is bringing the right return of investment or not. So for the first part, IT architecture practices, we have explained the synergy already. So this is only a summary, who is doing what and how we are making use of our digital platform. This is how we are making it possible. It's just a summary. The second part is how we are making the operational processes. We are making use of the DTMM so that to make clear business processes under different domains from any kind of industry. And finally, from as is to be a digitalization mode where we are helping you out at their level and also giving you a clear roadmap how to achieve a fully digital transform into a fully digital transform organization. Again,
Brilliant.
so this is a simple example where we are saying that, T3, like when we go live, means that when we have done the analysis and when we are on the roadmap journey, how long it takes. And I have already explained that this is how we are checking, the measurement estimation against where we need to be. We need to be and then we are having a KPI monitoring for measuring different at multiple checkpoints. So this is how phased transformation can be carried out. So today we might be here with a digital matrix, with an IT architectures, with a clear operation processes. And we have to be more and more intelligent. So transforming from normal transform objective where you're only thinking about it to go automated, which is nowadays, maybe Yemen is also most of the time in most of the industry, it is semi-automated, how to make it and transform it into fully digital and as an intelligent organization. So I hope that I have made myself clear in most of the part. I'm more eager to take the questions if any. Having said so, thank you so very much for bearing me and listening me. I hope that this session was fruitful enough so that we can carry on and capitalize further down the line. Thank you.
Thank you, Sami. Thank you so much. That's actually a brilliant presentation. And I think you already got like 2 clients already. Huh?
Yeah.
My KB, I guess, like, even Jawadi Wallet.
Yes.
These people are into digital transformation to be pioneer at their industry. And we have as well Mr. Bassam Bakir. I'm not sure if he have any questions, but he's running important position at YICO, which is a big corporation in Yemen, which indeed needs this digital transformation. But that's a story for another day because we
Sure.
run out of time. I'm not gonna take any question, but of course, I'm very happy to receive them and connect the dots later on with anyone want to have some kind of conversation, direct conversation with Sami or anyone at Wheel Cloud, Alibaba Cloud, whoever subsidiary is there. We can make this happen, of course.